Hey, you crazy internet people. This is Forever Your Guru AJ speaking. This is another one of our tips and tricks for Zelda Breath of the Wild, and in this video, I'm going to tell you how to get unlimited resources forever, no matter what. There's no you have to go to a certain area, there's no you have to do a certain quest or something else. There is some setup, and it can be extremely expensive in real life money, or it could be pretty cheap. Okay, the way that this works is that there is a hard set in Zelda Breath of the Wild. I haven't heard anybody talk about this because probably nobody wanted to waste the amount of time that it took for me to find this thing. But apparently, if you go over 180 amiibos, and I don't know the exact number because I used 200, but I do know that if you go over 180 of them, it will somewhere in there reset back to saying that you have not used any amiibos today. So what does this mean? Well, one, it means I hit Beetle in the face, which is awesome because I hate Beetle. But two, it means that all of the Zelda Breath of the Wild amiibos, as long as you use those first, can then continuously be used as long as you use other amiibos up to 200 like I used, and then it'll reset the counter, and then you can use your Zelda Breath of the Wild amiibos again. So you can continuously keep getting chests to fall from the sky. It takes about, like, if you're just rapid firing your amiibos, I think it takes somewhere around 20 minutes, and you'll get back to the Zelda Breath of the Wild amiibos again, and then you can have another shot at everything that's in there. So literally in less than a real day, you can actually get every set of armor, tons of the royal weapons and different types of bows, tons of arrows of different types. And if you have the Guardian amiibo, you can also get all kinds of different Guardian weapons or ancient cores or giant ancient cores. They're all available to be continuously farmed this way. There's no enemies to have to worry about. There's absolutely no luck whatsoever. All you're doing is using your amiibo power. So to make this work, what you have to do is have a ton of amiibos and then go into the settings right when you start a new game, and then choose the feature that says use amiibos, and then it'll put a new power on your Sheikah slate, and it looks like the little amiibo symbol. Whenever you go over to it and click the the L1 or Z1, I forgot what they call it on this one, L1. So that's not your trigger, that's your bump up at the top. It'll activate your amiibo power, and then you can scan an amiibo, and then whatever that amiibo randomly gets assigned, it'll drop you. If it's a Zelda Breath of the Wild, it's going to drop some random objects and a chest. If it's the Guardian Breath of the Wild, it always drops at least 3 metal boxes, sometimes up to 5, and then a chest. Those metal boxes are stuffed with all the stuff that you get for killing Guardians. So ancient springs and cogs and, you know, all that kind of gears and all that kind of stuff you get out of those chests. So you can continuously keep farming that. And then in the chest itself, you can actually, like I said, get the ancient cores and or you know, weapons or different things like that from the Guardian stuff. And then regular amiibos that are not Zelda Breath of the Wild can drop anywhere between 3 to 7 different items. They're all random, from raw meat to Safranias, which are the items that you use to craft the food that gives you resistances to cold and heat, so you can immediately just run wherever you want to in the game. Let's see, what else does it drop you? I mean, just all kinds of stuff. All of the different type of mushrooms, you know. The chests all have a chance of dropping meats and vegetables. If you use any of the Zelda chests, they always drop vegetables. If you use any of the Link chests, they always drop meat or fish. That's all he ever wanted to eat. That's all Zelda ever wanted to eat. So really cool stuff. The most interesting part of it is that there are only 8 chests that drop on the screen at any one time. So once you reach the repeat, it'll drop you the new chest, but one of the old chests are going to go away. So make sure you open all of the chests and make sure that you take the item out and then throw it on the ground if you don't want it. Because if the bad part is that if you don't, you'll get the same item again out of the chest for some odd reason. It can remember that because apparently that's in a different memory address than the one that counts how many times you've used an amiibo in a day. So like I said, if you have more than 180 amiibos, or the amiibo cards, if you were one of those Animal Crossing freaks that just bought, you know, tons of them so that you can unlock all those characters in your game, and I don't blame you, some people just are Animal Crossing crazy, you can make this work, okay? Because technically I think the first edition of Animal Crossing has over 400 cards. It's insane. So if you do that, you can use your Zelda Breath of the Wild amiibos over and over and over again, plus all the thousands of resources that you're going to be pulling out of your regular amiibos. Or you can buy an item, which I am not going to link to, but I will tell you about. It's called Amiiquo, Amiiqo, or another one called N2. Okay, the letter N2 all together. It is the same exact item made by the same company. Amiiquo is the old version of it. N2 is the new version of it. There is absolutely no difference between the versions. They just decided to change the name apparently. Maybe there was some stress to change the name because me is in it. I don't know. But that is how you do it, guys. You will always be able to continuously use these amiibos, so you could start a fresh game and have thousands of resources before you even get out, and just have a whole bunch of fun. Is it game breaking? Yeah, it is, but it's awesome at the same time. You know, you don't have to sit there day in, day out to try to get enough stuff to actually enjoy the game, especially at first with how weapons break. It's annoying. It makes the game take a lot longer than it should, and so this kind of helps you out there with that type of deal. But like you see here, I had gone through the 200 amiibos again, and now it's just dropping chests again, which is awesome. Good night. It's such a cheat. I love it. I do not endorse cheating whenever it comes to taking advantage of other people. I do understand that it is a gray line whenever it affects no one but you. So, you know, make your own opinions. Leave them in the comments below if you want to. But remember, you can do this legit too. If you spent thousands of dollars on amiibos and you have 200 amiibos or amiibos and cards, you can do this, and it will be unlimited resources continuously. All right. Forever your Guru AJ, signing out. I'll see you in the next one.